Hi everybody, it's Mrs. Tracy, clarinet teacher at Meadowbrook. I just wanted to make this video for the students to have over the weekend. Today was our first day with instruments, and some of the kids' instruments hadn't arrived yet, and I know they're getting them over the weekend. So I wanted to make a video so we could review, especially because there never seems to be enough time in class the first day, and there's a lot of little parts to the clarinet. So if you guys watch this video, I can review everything I worked on today in class, and hopefully we'll be good to go. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is you have a box of reeds, okay? You're going to open them, a little tapping, okay? Open the reeds, okay? Take this little paper out, okay? You'll have it in a wrapper, and then you're just going to unwrap it, throw it away. Not the reed, you're just going to throw the wrapper part away. And then it should look like this. It should be in a little plastic case, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to take this little part, you're going to pinch, you're going to gently pull it out, like that. So now you have the reed just like this, okay? We're always going to touch it and hold it on the thicker part on the bottom. We never want to touch it up here. This is very, very fragile. So the part that looks like a little pinky nail, we never want to touch, okay? So then you're going to soak it in your mouth like this. Usually for about 30 seconds to a minute is good. And we'll come back to this part later. But the other thing I want to talk about is the reed. Everyone should have gotten a reed case like this. Okay? Holds 4 reeds. To put the reed in, you just gently will slide it in like that. Should go in so it's about even with the bottom. And then to pull it back out, just push down with your thumb and pull it out. Okay? So if you're stuck on it, but we'll come back to that in a minute. Okay? Next thing we want to do is you're going to have your mouthpiece, okay? And you're going to have one of these. It's called the ligature, which holds the reed onto the mouthpiece, which we'll talk about in a second. First thing we want to do is we want to get this cork greased. So we have some cork grease. It's either in a little chapstick looking thing, or I have one, or it could be in a little tube like this, or in a little circle. Okay, so if it's in this, you're just going to put some on your finger and then rub it. Too many things in my hands. Rub it into the cork, or if you have the chapstick kind, don't put it on your lips because it's not chapstick. This is not toxic though. So just put it on there. Rub it in. And then I literally just wipe it on my arm, the excess. It's fine. So we've got this. It's all greased up. Then we're going to find in our case, you can see in my case, we're going to find the barrel right here. Okay. And you see how there's like a skinnier part, and then the bottom part's a little wider. Okay, so we're going to take the cork from the mouthpiece, and we're going to put it inside the skinny part. Sorry, the skinny part. We're going to have to push and twist. Okay, if it's not going in very easily, you need more of that cork grease on the cork. Okay, so push and twist. So now you have your mouthpiece and your barrel. This is our clarinet version of a mouthpiece. Okay, so we've got this much. Next thing we're going to do, and we're not worrying about any other parts of the clarinet yet. We're not touching this. So please, please, please do not touch these. Leave them in the case. We will get there, I promise. Do not touch anything else. Okay, next thing we're going to do, take the ligature. Okay, now there's the little end with the screw. You're going to find the way that you can turn it. You're going to turn it. So if I'm holding it in front of myself, okay, I'm going to turn the screw back towards me so that it loosens, okay? Now, this will only go on one way, okay? So what we want to do is we want to take the opening. See how there's an opening on the back side right here, okay? We're going to put it so that the screw is on the opposite side of the open part. So open part, okay, flat, all black part is lined up with the opening. And then on the other side, you have the screw. Now, the screw, if I'm looking at it, and I know it's hard because I'm doing a selfie video, but if I'm looking at the opening, okay, we want our screw. If I'm looking at the open part, the screw knob is going to be to the right. The screw knob is going to be to the right. So you have the opening, and then the screw knob is going to be to your right. So if I'm looking at the opening, screw knob to the right, okay? Next thing we have to do is put the reed on. This is the hardest part. So once we get this, we can do it, okay? So I'm going to go back to my reed, take it out, stuck on it, get it, and I do this for about 30 seconds to a minute, okay? And you're gonna take it out, okay? So, see the opening, okay? It's gonna go writing side down, okay? And the fragile part is gonna be towards the top, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, let's see if I can do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my thumb and I'm going to push up, and I'm going to take the reed, writing side down. I'm going to slide it under here, just like that. And what I'm not going to do is touch it up here. I'm showing you, but don't do that, okay? Instead, you want to use your thumb. It's just a very gentle process. Just keep pushing it down, pushing it down, pushing it down, okay? Then we just kind of go like this to move it from side to side, okay? I'm going to hold it in place on the bottom with my thumb. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it lined up. I'm going to do it first and then I'm going to show you. So I'm going to get it lined up so that we want just a little sliver of black showing at the top, right here, okay? So we want just a little sliver of black showing at the top. And then I'm holding it in place with my thumb. Then I'm going to push the ligature so it's below, I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a little like smiley face curve on the reed right here. You want the ligature to sit below that, right about where there's a little line on the mouthpiece, okay? So once we get it here, okay, we're going to tighten the screw. So you'll see one way it'll get looser, the other way it'll get tighter, and we want to snug it up just a little bit, just until it starts to get a little bit hard to turn, okay? So just until it starts getting hard to turn, okay? So now we have our mouthpiece and barrel. Again, it should look like this. So there's just a little bit of black showing at the top, okay? That's how it looks from the front side. Okay, the screw needs to be on the opposite side of the reed. Okay, then to play, we're going to tuck our bottom lip over our bottom teeth, say ah, okay, and we're going to put our top teeth right here on the mouthpiece, just like about a pinky nail length down. Okay, so just watch what I do. Ah, just a little bottom lip. Okay.
Hey students and staff, we're going to do all buses at 3 o'clock today. And next, look for an email for next week. We will start having early buses. But for today, all buses at 3 o'clock.
All buses at 3 o'clock. Okay, so you're going to say, ah, touch your teeth down like this, close the lips, and blow. And there you have it, okay? So we want our corners, we want to say like, ew. That's what we want to do. Okay, show a little bit of bottom lip, say ah, close the teeth down, close my lips. We'll work more on getting the sounds in class, but for this weekend, if you could just work on putting this part together, that would be great. Now, to disassemble, unscrew, ligature, push the reed up, grab it by the bottom, put it back in the reed guard. Okay. Take off the ligature. Take this apart. This goes back in your case, the barrel. Then we put ligature back on. Mouthpiece cap. Goes on like this. Okay. Then put it in the case. It's going to be a kind of a tight fit. Just kind of jam it in there. Close the case. And then you're good. Make sure you take the reed off the mouthpiece before you put it away. All right, so I hope this helped. Practice this a lot over the weekend. It will get easier, I promise. All right, bye everybody.